Hi, I'm Rekkles, and this is me answering Google's most asked questions. Is Rekkles good? Good at what? If you're thinking about League of Legends, then I think I'm pretty good. If you're thinking about life in general, then I think I'm okay. Maybe good is a little bit too much, but I think I'm okay at life. But at League of Legends, I'm pretty good. Everything else, so-so, not so good. Okay, for the second one. Is Rekkles retiring? I guess there has been periods when I've been thinking about retiring, but I've also kind of like promised myself that I'll win Worlds before I retire, so unless I win Worlds, you can probably expect me to be around. Let's go for the third one. Where is Rekkles now? This must be from 2017. So what happened in 2017 was I had a really tough time because that was actually the first year where I was like actually considering retiring without winning Worlds, or where at least the questions started popping up in my head. So I had a hard time like being a part of the team and not distancing myself. So I think that's where this question came up the first time. But for the most part, you can expect me to be in Berlin or Gothenburg, if that's where what the question actually means. But I think it's about the 2017 year. So let's go for the fourth one. How tall is Rekkles? I'm like 185 centimeters. I don't know how much that is in the American way of doing it, but I would say it's pretty tall. Above average, I would say. How old is Rekkles? I'm turning 23 this year. I'm born 96. And I'm actually starting to feel old, which is crazy. Because I remember when I joined the scene and I was just newly turned 16. And I felt like I was such a kid and everyone else was so much older and they could go out to party and I couldn't join in and I just had to like sit home and play games. And most of the people now are like born 99 or even in the 21st century. So it's kind of weird because I was always used to being like the youngest one. Which went for when I played sports as well. I used to play with groups that were older than me. So it's really weird to be like the oldest one, but at the same time it's kind of nice because I don't have this like extreme pressure anymore to prove myself. I feel like I've already done that over years, so now I just need to, I guess, lead the team to victory rather than just like focus on myself individually. Let's go for the next one. Oh. What team is Rekkles on? Well, this must have been from 2015, sorry, where I left for Elements a short while. I don't regret leaving. I know a lot of people think I do, but I feel like if I didn't leave in 2015, I would have left in 2016. And if I didn't leave in 2016, I would have left in 2017. Like it was bound to happen at some point because I kind of needed to know for myself like how it was to be on another team before I could realize how like good everything was in Fnatic. So I don't regret it, but you can expect me to be on Fnatic for the remaining years of my career. I have considered going to NA once before. I have considered going to China once before, but currently I'm under contract and I feel like I would be putting myself in a very weird position if I were to leave now with everything I've built up here. So you can expect me to be on Fnatic for the remaining years of my career until we win Worlds. What is Rekkles tattoo? So I actually have a few now, and I think this question was when I got this one. This was the one that people were most curious about. And this one is about my family. So it's Karina for my mom, Martin for myself, Alma for my little sister, but it's half an A because it's only on my father's side. And then it's Emma for my big sister, Jürgen for my father, and Larsson for the family name. So it's not actually a word, it's just big letters that are tied together to show that we are like one as a family. And then the rest of it is, most of it is actually Phil, but it's Rekkles, a dragon, a koi. I have Poseidon, Zeus, and Yin Yang as well. And I'm considering getting like more tattoos on my back, I think is the next place I would want to go, but that would probably have to be after summer split then, because between spring and summer I didn't really have like the the energy to get tattoos. I feel like it just like tears on you psychologically. I mean, physically as well, but really psychologically it tears on you, so. Okay, I'm going for the next one. What is Rekkles like? Probably depends on what you want to know. I mean, I would like to consider myself a good guy, or like one of the good guys. If you were to see it from like a movie perspective, where you have the bad guys and good guys, I would like to consider myself one of the good guys. But I know that a lot of people have like a bad view of who I am, and one of the reasons for that could be that I don't do enough of these things where I like open up and talk about myself. So I would probably like to do that more. I would like to stream more to show that I'm actually one of the good guys and not just like what everyone else thinks I am. So I'm gonna try to stream more this split as well, just as how I streamed last split. But this split I don't want to stream from home. I want to have home as like an actual home, not another workplace. So I'm waiting a little bit for the streaming equipment to arrive, but when it does, I'll go for it. And then hopefully I can connect more with everyone out there, so that instead of other people putting words in my mouth, I can put them there myself. And then the last one. What is Rekkles YouTube? Well, my YouTube is Rekkles. So if you search my name on YouTube, you'll find my channel, which currently is full of like streaming highlights. I've been thinking about doing like more, maybe not necessarily vlogs, but like some sort of like episode a week or episode a month where I just talk about everything, because I used to do like big Facebook posts, but I feel like Facebook died a couple of years ago, so like people stopped reading what I was writing there. And on Twitter it's hard to fit in like everything that I want to say, so I feel like YouTube could be a good platform to share my feelings about life. But other than that, there's a lot of streaming highlights which you can check out. I think the people that are helping me out are doing a really good job, so I'm very happy with it. This was Google's most asked questions about me. I hope I answered them the way that you expected me to answer them. And if you want to check out more videos, feel free to subscribe, like the video, and click the bell.
Another one?
Here's all this.
Yeah. Can you say something?
Oh, me. Hi.